What is it about rich people that make them stand out from the rest of us? At some point, you've wondered what they do or what traits they have that others don't. And perhaps if we were to implement some of these things, then maybe we too could be successful. Not every wealthy individual is the same, but here are some of the personality traits they have in common. 1. They're passionate. Just how important is it to love what you do for a living? People who love what they do make more money, amass more wealth, and are generally happier than those who don't like their jobs. Some say that passion surpasses education, skills, intelligence, and any other things that those who aren't passionate might have in life. But why is this so? Well, it's because having a passion makes work fun and enjoyable. Passion gives you the energy, persistence, and focus you might need to overcome mistakes and rejection. It gives you this tenacity that enables you to overcome any obstacle. Warren Buffett said that money is a byproduct of something that he likes to do very much. When you enjoy your work, you allow yourself to have the discipline to work hard every day. But finding your dream job isn't that easy and may take time. And likewise, making millions also takes time. Even the wealthiest millionaires took an average of about 8 years before earning their first million. And along the way, they made mistakes and failed. There are quite a few wealthy individuals like Steve Ballmer and Rupert Murdoch who made mistakes before they became successful. So if you want to be rich too, you need to stop doing what you don't like and do what you love. If you don't know what it is yet, keep trying until you find the right thing. 2. They are persistent. Doesn't matter how many times you failed. Self-made millionaires are persistent in everything, especially when faced with failure. Whenever they fail, they pick themselves up and try again. They don't give up. Persistence gives you the chance to learn what doesn't work and go on to try again until something does work out. It makes you unstoppable, and it builds the mentality that whatever you set out to achieve, you achieve. Self-made millionaires don't give up on their dream. Most of them would rather go down with the ship than call it quits. Whenever they fail, they always pick themselves up and continue going. You have to be persistent in the face of adversity if you want to be successful in life. Persistence is thought of by many as a personality trait, but in truth it should be considered a habit that can be learned and applied over time. Wealthy individuals keep pushing through when faced with adversity, knowing full well at the back of their minds that success is within their reach. And their persistence isn't just limited to making money. They're also persistent in other areas of their lives. They have the desire to learn more. Rich people appreciate the power of learning even after finishing college. A great number developed the habit of reading even before they became wealthy. This habit helped them to strengthen their cognitive abilities, which had a hand in their success later on in life. One of the many things you'll find when you enter the home of a wealthy individual is their extensive book collection that they used to gain insight on how to become more successful, while the rest of the world tends to read tabloids, novels, and entertainment magazines. The point is, rich people would rather be educated than entertained. 67% of rich people watch TV for an hour or less in a day, while only 23% of poor people watch TV for less than an hour, according to the author of Rich Habits, The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals, Thomas Corley. It is believed that Warren Buffett spends roughly 80% of his working day reading. Although the rich don't necessarily put a lot of stock in furthering their wealth through formal education, they appreciate the power of learning even after they leave college. On the other hand, many pursue master's degrees and doctorates so as to gain wealth. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but sometimes one becomes trapped in the line of thought that holds them back from higher levels of consciousness. 4. They set their eyes on the prize. Focus is a key factor when it comes to leading a successful life, and it all begins with setting goals. A lot of wealthy individuals set goals both monthly and annually, and go further to have them in writing. Success is a process. You start out by coming up with a plan of the life you want for yourself, and this plan helps you define what you want long term. Without a clear vision of what you desire, you're simply going about life without direction. There are so many distractions in the world, and it can be hard to focus, but not impossible. Rich people do this by distancing themselves from the things that shift their focus from their target. They don't spend a lot of time on TV and internet like a lot of us tend to do. There are countless areas that you can choose to focus on, but remember, you should put your energy in one place and master one thing. If you can do something better than anyone else, you'll have created a direct route to success. Rich people understand that in order to achieve success in the long term, they have to focus on what they're good at. No one succeeds in doing something they aren't conversant in. It's not worth struggling to do something that you'll only be average at. Instead, put your all in the areas where you know you'll excel. Have a team of people who complement each other. You can outsource and delegate, but always focus on what you're strongest at. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, do me a huge favor and kindly give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. 5. They're not afraid to take risks. The world is filled with all sorts of risk takers, but the majority take the kind of risks that result in loss of life and property. Millionaires, on the other hand, weigh their decisions carefully before taking any risks. They may choose to invest in an unknown market or put money in a failing business, but eventually make measured choices and only take risks they know they can recover from. People generally become wealthy by taking risks. According to them, risk is something to make money from. Thomas Stanley wrote in his book, The Millionaire Mind, that almost all millionaires accumulated their wealth by taking risks that others refused to take. Cautious investors struggle to do this and end up battling with financial problems. For you to become rich, you have to think courageously and without fear. Successful investors do their research, and when they decide to invest, they go all in. This takes a lot of courage, and although they may lose some, what they gain supersedes any loss. There are no guarantees with the market. When others jump in and out of it because of fear of risk, successful people take a step back and watch as their stocks continue to grow. 6. Rich people maintain healthy habits. A study revealed that 75% of rich people work out regularly and have a healthy diet, with 70% consuming a low-calorie diet. You might ask what exercise and making money have in common, and the answer is exercising helps one work more efficiently. People who work out tend to have a more positive and optimistic outlook towards life. When it comes to making tons of money, efficient people can make a world of difference to their wealth. Healthy people are able to spend long hours at work and can also work well beyond their retirement years. For most people, as they approach retirement, they tend to be in positions where they're making the most money in their life, and if you're healthy, you'll be able to increase your working years by a decade. 7. Independent thinking. Rich people have a different way of thinking, and not just in the money sense, but also in other aspects of their life. While many spend time trying to conform to the masses, millionaires are busy trying to form their own path. People who want to be wealthy need to think in a way that will allow them to reach their goal, since thoughts impact actions. Thinking independently doesn't necessarily mean doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. It means having the courage to do what is important to you. So basically, forge your own path in life. Let your success drive you to financial spoils instead of trying to chase the dollar signs. A great example is David Geffen, a self-made millionaire who's racked up $9.9 billion as of 2021, according to Forbes. Despite being a college dropout, this American record executive and film producer made millions by founding record agencies, including DreamWorks Animation SKG Inc., and signing some of the most prominent musicians of the 70s and 80s. He didn't take the conventional route of making a living, but because of his admirable work ethic and conviction about the potential of his artists, he was able to amass quite a fortune. 8. They always have a vision. Wealthy people have a vision of where they want to be in life, and they even write it down in such a way that suggests they've already achieved it. And each morning they wake up, they look at what they visualized, and they keep this in mind as they go about their day. The whole idea is to get this vision into your subconscious to help you through your decision-making throughout the day. You're able to identify opportunities that will push your visions closely to reality. For example, when friends ask you out for drinks, you might decide to turn down their invitation because you're subconsciously thinking about what you visualized for yourself, and you choose to go home instead to work towards it. 9. Discipline. A lot of the millionaires and billionaires out there are some of the most disciplined people you'll ever meet. They set high standards for themselves and the people around them. Chris Hogan, author of Everyday Millionaires: How Ordinary People Built Extraordinary Wealth and How You Can Too, wrote that discipline is a key factor when it comes to building wealth. In the world of business, if you're disciplined enough to apply yourself consistently with what needs to be done, you can achieve your desired results. Billionaires are not the superhuman or perfect working automatons that many people perceive them to be. They feel tired and lazy sometimes, just like the rest of us. But what sets us apart from them is that they're well aware of this fact, and they don't allow themselves to slack. They take up the struggle to overcome their weakness. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, welcome, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of our uploads. With that said, have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.